When we first set out to do the Ultra Beast, there was not a lot of information out there. There were some horror stories of people failing 3 and 4 times before actually successfully completing one, and we were like, what the fuck are we getting ourselves into here? So, at first, our strategy was not going to be like, let's crush the Ultra Beast. We just wanted to finish the Ultra Beast. With that mindset, we set out with our 4-part approach. Devise a plan, test the plan, improve the plan, and then run the plan. We also love gear, and we love logistics, so the next step was to figure out what to purchase, the stuff that we didn't have already gear-wise, and then figure out how and when we could test all of that crap. Now, I might have mentioned this before, I hate to run. Damer's the runner, but he and I knew that we needed to run a lot. Damer's philosophy is, even if you like the obstacles only, you still have to be able to get to the obstacles. I hate that statement for 2 reasons, because A, it means a lot of run training, and B, because I have to admit that Damer is right. We are fortunate enough to have terrain around us that is very similar to the Ultra Beast that we planned on running. Using the old adage, train like you fight like you train, we decided to run at the same time as our start wave. That meant early mornings, pre-dawn in the winter, and stepping off at 6:15 a.m. each time. We also planned to run with all of the gear we intended to wear and use in the race itself, so we could see what worked and what didn't. We started out by running 5 miles, then 10, then 14, then 20, building up to a point where 15 miles was totally comfortable. And I have to admit, shockingly, enjoyable on my end. See, Spartan Race wants to get you out of your comfort zone. So what we did was to change our comfort zone and then fit the Ultra Beast inside it. We ran a long run every weekend, even in the snow, and later on brought back obstacles by running our backwoods course on Wednesday nights. The next part was figuring out nutrition and supplements, which I'll get to, and more importantly, the right pace. Getting back to logistics, we wanted to see what pace was manageable and adequate enough to get us to the fire jump before they shut down the course and threw our asses off the mountain. When we were feeling great with all the hills and all of that, that pace was about a 14 to 15 minute mile. Then inevitably, we both fucked ourselves up, as we are prone to doing. And some of this was due to overtraining, but most was due to old injuries, illness, and basically life in general. Torn ab muscles, back injuries, norovirus, severe plantar fasciitis, and torn cartilage off the tips of floating ribs really slowed down everything. It was hard to work out, and we had to slow our pace down once we resumed. There were points when we doubted actually being able to start the Ultra Beast, let alone complete the race. We therefore hope to do a 22 to 23 minute mile on the first lap and a 30-minute mile on the second. They give you a maximum of 15 hours to complete the Ultra Beast. A 30-minute mile is 2 miles an hour. At that pace, it would take someone 13 hours to finish by basically walking the 26-mile course. And that's not counting wait time at obstacles or drop-in time, taking a dump, etc. With the pace figured out, we both chose our nutrition options. But as for me, I chose to drink from my pack every mile and to eat something every 2 miles. I had one Garmin on one wrist set to check my pace, and at 1 mile it would beep, reminding me to drink. I had the other one set for my heart rate and total time, and gave me a notification at 2 miles, reminding me to eat. More specifically, carrying just under 56 ounces of water on my back. It worked out that I could take 5 draws on my bite hose during drink time, about 4 ounces, and my water would last the whole 13-mile lap. For food, I chose 4 gels and 3 Stinger waffles. During training, I had success gulping the gels while on the move and eating the waffles while going slowly uphill. So I have to say the waffles were kind of hard to get down during the race itself, but they were still yummy. The gels are 100 calories each, and the waffles are 150. Furthermore, I had 2 scoops of Tailwind Nutrition in my water, which added another 200 calories for a total of 1,050 calories per lap. I had just enough carbs and protein to keep me going, and this worked great for me. You get to resupply at the end of lap 1. Before you go out for lap 2, you can visit your drop-in. Both Damer and I chose 5-gallon buckets with a lid, and we ended up putting an exact copy of all of our gear that we used in lap 1 into our bins. This included a full hydration pack, all the nutrition we carried in the previous lap, a second fully charged set of earbuds, pants, socks, shoes, and shirt, and everything we needed to ensure a successful lap 2. So that's it. Make your plan by figuring out your pace, your gear, your nutrition, etc. Test your plan. Go out and run with all of your stuff that you plan to use and wear at the race and see if it works. If anything doesn't work, then improve your plan. Once you have everything to a point where you feel confident and comfortable, go out and run that plan and get yourself one of those awesome fucking belt buckles.